In the age of darkness and olden day, 1985, a little brand called Nissan would create a group titled the Horizon Task Force, which was formed to research and develop a brand new luxury vehicle for Nissan. And after years of painstaking research and blood, sweat, and money, lots of money, all that work culminated, however, in 1987. Nissan would unveil their brand new luxury brand, Infiniti. From here, ladies and dogs, we delve into the confused, strange, and ruined story of Nissan's luxury brand. This is the Fall of Infiniti. Before I tell you guys about the puke factory that is Infiniti, I'd like to thank you guys for watching today. Enjoy. In 1989, Infiniti has truly released their first two cars for the US market, the Q45 sports sedan and the M30 coupe. And at first, people really liked these cars. Despite being some of the worst diarrhea-inducing designs on the market, Infiniti made two very focused cars. However, after the success from their early models, Infiniti would already be seeing signs of their later decline. Once the mid-90s rolled around, people would start to realize that, well, these cars are plain boring.
Boring!
Infiniti wouldn't evolve. Notice my subtle foreshadowing, by the way. So Infiniti knew they had to do something, so they made another sports car, the G20, which would also bomb. Not because it wasn't a good car, but because they marketed it to women, which the Acura Integra, its main competitor, was not doing. But Infiniti did do one good thing. They were one of the first brands to make a full-size luxury SUV in the whole world. So that's cool, I guess.
That's it?
The beginning of the 2000s was a dire time for Infiniti. The brand simply had no image, and the end of the Infiniti experiment was appearing to reach its end. However, Nissan would take a look at themselves and realize that they needed to refocus and fix things. It's time to take a look in the mirror and shave off the starter stash. In fact, a real quote from Nissan is that they, quote, swore to never again take their eyes off BMW. So Infiniti pulled out the Q45 with a new design and started to truly focus on becoming a BMW clone. And it paid off. The M35 and M45 were hailed as the best sports sedans for years, yet the biggest moment for Infiniti was nearly here. Every 16-year-old's favorite car, the G37 coupe, would be unveiled in 2007. Which would prove to be one of the company's major hits for an entire decade. Probably the high point for the sad, pitiful brand. As of 2011, coupes and sedans accounted for 60% of all Infiniti sales, which is a very alien concept today, as every brand's sales nowadays is purely from SUVs and crossovers. But regardless, Infiniti's SUV problem never really ended, as they failed over and over again in getting women to buy their SUVs.
Oh no!
Because performance was a heavy focus as a brand. With the release of the JX, Infiniti would keep making BMW ripoffs. And now, ladies and dogs, Infiniti would make their biggest mistake to date. They renamed and reclassified the most high-selling models. For some reason, only God can know, they chose to confuse their few customers they already have. Maybe the most Nissan thing ever. The model names for coupes and sedans changed to Q, and the SUVs have been changed to QX. The difference between two-door sports cars and Fiat family SUVs is one letter. Brilliant, just brilliant. After that, the company saw leadership move around and move around and move around again and again, and talk of becoming an all-electric blah blah blah.
He's going electric, and from 2021 onwards, we're going to bring some new technologies, including purely EV vehicles and e-powered vehicles. So very excited about the opportunity for Infiniti to be at the forefront of the technology towards electrification.
A few moves out of continents and here we are. So what happened? Infiniti's story can be broken down into two words: confusing identity. At first, Infiniti had a meaning and purpose: sporty, fun sedans and land yacht coupes. And they did that well when they were following that rubric. And they seemed to really be ahead of the curve when luxury SUVs started to take over the market. But after that, well, they just stopped.
Do you regret what you did? Nah. Would you do it again? Sure, why not? This test is easy.
Infiniti stopped evolving, and after years of loss of brand interest and poor advertising, they chose to sit still and not do anything. But another major problem with Infiniti, which I haven't mentioned yet, is reliability. Infiniti reliability for the past 20 years has been pretty dog water, and it all goes back to the CVT transmission. Nissan makes the worst CVT transmission in the entire world, and there are lots of reasons for that, but you don't need to know that. Just know, don't ever trust a Nissan CVT. Infiniti was once a promising, rising brand which made fun, sporty cars, sort of like, well, a Japanese BMW. But after years of failing to evolve as a brand, they were left in the dust. And today, Infiniti is on the verge of collapse, selling only around 5,000 cars per month in 2024. That is not good at all. That puts Infiniti in sales competition with these brands. The future of Infiniti is a scary one, as by 3 years' time, Infiniti could be completely dead. With Infiniti dealers now starting to shut down and move into Nissan dealers already, it might already be over. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. The Fall of series is a new series that I'll be doing on fallen brands of cars and even maybe models of cars. Y'all let me know what y'all thought in the comments below. Thank you guys all for watching. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. La 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 la.